The lineage and early life of Prophet Yaqub. Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, holds a highly revered position in Islam. He was born into a blessed family of prophets. He was the son of Prophet Ishaq, Isaac. He was the grandson of Prophet Ibrahim, Abraham. He was the father of Prophet Yusuf, Joseph. Before Yaqub was even born, Allah gave his grandparents, Ibrahim and Sarah, glad tidings of his birth and his future prophetic role. He was also known by the name Israel, meaning, the servant of God, and his descendants are known as the Bani Israel, the children of Israel. Yaqub grew up in Palestine under the righteous guidance of his father, Ishaq. He was known for his deep devotion to Allah, his gentle nature, and his wisdom. Migrating to Haran and marriage. As a young man, following the advice of his parents, Yaqub migrated to Haran, in modern-day Turkey/Syria, to live with his maternal uncle, Laban. He worked for his uncle for many years and eventually married into the family. Allah blessed Yaqub with a large family. He had 12 sons, who would later become the patriarchs of the 12 tribes of Israel. Among all his children, 2 were born from his wife Rachel, Yusuf, Joseph, and Benjamin. The trial of love and loss, Yaqub and Yusuf. The most prominent and emotionally profound chapter of Prophet Yaqub's life revolves around his beloved son, Yusuf. Yusuf possessed extraordinary beauty, intelligence, and an exceptional character. Recognizing his special spiritual potential, Yaqub naturally held a deep affection for him. This special bond sparked intense jealousy among Yusuf's older half-brothers. The plot of the brothers. One night, young Yusuf had a prophetic dream where the sun, the moon, and 11 stars prostrated before him. When he told his father, Yaqub immediately understood its spiritual significance but warned Yusuf. "O my son, do not relate your vision to your brothers, or they will contrive against you a plan." Quran 12:5. Unfortunately, the brothers' jealousy grew too strong. They devised a plan to get rid of Yusuf so that their father's attention would belong solely to them. They took Yusuf out on the pretext of playing, threw him into the depths of a dark well, and left him there. They returned to Yaqub at nightfall, weeping falsely, holding Yusuf's shirt stained with the fake blood of a wild animal. They claimed a wolf had eaten him. The beautiful patience, Sabr and Jamil. Yaqub's heart broke, but his profound wisdom told him that his sons were lying. Despite his crushing grief, he uttered words that became a timeless example of faith. Rather, your souls have enticed you to something, so comely patience, Sabr and Jamil, is most fitting. And Allah is the one sought for help against that which you describe. Quran 12:18. Years of sorrow and blindness. For decades, Yaqub wept for his lost son Yusuf. He never lost hope in Allah's mercy, firmly believing that Yusuf was still alive and that Allah would bring him back. His continuous weeping and intense sorrow eventually took a physical toll, causing him to lose his eyesight. His other sons often criticized him, telling him that he would ruin his health by constantly remembering Yusuf. Yaqub's response was beautifully grounded in pure monotheism. I only complain of my suffering and my grief to Allah, and I know from Allah that which you do not know. Quran 12:86. Years later, a severe famine struck Palestine. Yaqub sent his sons to Egypt, which was under the management of a wise and just Grand Vizier who had stockpiled grain. Unbeknownst to them, this Grand Vizier was Yusuf himself, who had risen from a slave to the second-in-command of Egypt. The ultimate reunion. Through a series of divine events orchestrated by Yusuf in Egypt, the brothers were eventually forced to confront their past sins. Yusuf revealed his true identity to them, forgave them completely, and handed them his shirt. He told them to cast it over their father's face so that his eyesight would be restored. When the caravan left Egypt, Yaqub, miles away in Palestine, said to those around him, "Indeed, I find the smell of Yusuf, if you did not think me deluded." Quran 12:94. As soon as the shirt arrived and was placed on Yaqub's face, his vision miraculously returned. Entering Egypt. The entire family migrated to Egypt. Upon entering Yusuf's court, Yusuf raised his parents to the throne, and his 11 brothers fell prostrate before him in respect, fulfilling the exact dream Yusuf had seen decades prior. Yaqub praised Allah for his endless mercy, witnessing his family reunited and his son established in honor and prophecy. The passing of Prophet Yaqub. Prophet Yaqub spent the last 17 years of his life living peacefully in Egypt, surrounded by his children and grandchildren. As death approached him, his ultimate concern was not material wealth, but the spiritual legacy of his children. He gathered his sons around his deathbed and asked them a crucial question to secure their faith. "What will you worship after me?" They said, "We will worship your God and the God of your fathers, Ibrahim and Ismail and Ishaq, one God. And we are Muslims, submitting to him." Quran 2:133. Following his final wishes, his body was taken back to Canaan, Palestine, by Prophet Yusuf, where he was buried alongside his father Ishaq and grandfather Ibrahim in the cave of the patriarchs, Al-Khalil/Hebron.